All right, I gotta get find this power supply because obviously I can't. This one's I got one hooked up, so give me a second, folks. I don't know where the power supply went to. All right, so I think we're streaming. Plug y'all in. Hey, Sheldon. Can you hear me, Sheldon? Testing one, two. All right, good. Give me a second, man. I've been running up down the stairs. Awesome. So, get you guys an extension cord so I can take y'all with me. No matter which route. Hey, now this has USB up here, so I can use this thing for you guys down here. Actually, you guys are now plugged into this thing. Dun, dun, dun. Start off with you guys like this. See if I can plug this lamp in. This might help. So the lamp is so gnarly, though I hate even plugging it in. Where is the other thing? Yeah, it's a little better, isn't it? Okay. So let's see if we can start these things up. Yeah, it's gonna be the last time we run them. I just got that coal station working pretty good too. I'll show y'all that here in a little while. I made a video of how that works, and we're going to put that in a little short video. Yeah, wish I didn't have to tear it all down, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Kind of sad, but sure was a blast using it, man. It kept me insane many times. My mom was driving me nuts. We'll do some switching here in a minute. Let's see if we can dump off some cars and pick up some other cars. Just let them run here for a minute. Ain't done that in so long. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, don't forget to do the big thumbs up, yeah, and subscribe. Dun, dun, dun. Well, the lighting just sucks on this side. It's all dark. What's the lighting like over here? Got that lamp over here. A little bit better. right, I'm gonna drag you guys with me into the center of the room. See, made this lift bridge. I can lift up and get you guys in here. It's a wonderful day at the train layout. A wonderful day at the train layout. I wish I could make it stay. All right, so I'm gonna get you guys to watch this operation here. All right, so our coal cars are empty, and they're at the back of this line. So make sure this tray goes around fine before we start doing the freight. That thing seems to be doing okay. Let's just let that one run. Yeah, what we got on truck number 2 is this thing. We got to deposit these cars if we can get it to run. There you go. So we're going to hit the magic button and keep the caboose. And it worked. I can't believe it worked. It usually don't work. Okay, now we're going to back these cars in. I hope all this works. And I can't believe that worked. And for some reason that goes off. Because that's accessory 8, right? Accessory 8, auxiliary 2. Of course it works now. And we got this right over here, right? Hey, that worked. I can't believe everything's working. Okay, so somehow we got to get these cars out of here. I'm going to speed up number 1 a little bit. Okay, so now we're back on transformer number 2. Oops, didn't want to go that far. What's a finicky engine there? Like this. So now we go accessory 10, auxiliary 2. Transformer 2. We should be able to drive right up in there. Pick these up. Smash. Yeah, this thing's finicky, man. I need to oil it. It has touching problems. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pull all these out. Menards cars spark, so it's hard to get these out of here. I would love to figure that out one day. So anyway, yeah, I don't know why Menards cars spark like that. So we're getting this train hooked back up to the caboose, and we only want these cars. And I'm going to manually push these back in because the Menards cars have serious problems. We'll try a little bit of it, but I guarantee you it'll start sparking. Yeah, there's something about the Menards couplers. Yeah, we got it in here. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, it is this one. Okay, which one's that? Let's look at this one. Oh, shoot. All right, so now we got the co-cars we want. We're going to drive them around track a little bit, and then we're going to switch them to the outside lane. Oh, come on, mister. I'm going to switch to the GP9 down there next time because it's a lot smoother than this one. Little switch until I get it fixed. Our destination for these coal cars is at Tipple down there. We're going to load them up. But right now we're just kind of driving them around, having fun. But we got to transfer them to that steam engine train from the short line to the main line to get them going. Thanks for a thumbs up. Okay, now we're gonna uncouple them right here. Got that a little too fast. This engine's so finicky, man. I wish I had cleaned it up. It'd run better. Okay. And we're gonna take this engine and we're gonna put it away because of that right there, because it just takes off. So let's park this thing. We'll use the GP9 to see. Do we have a separate camera for this one? So we have to put it over here. Okay. That's so this we can set right here. Okay. Now I'll show you guys what's going on. We got to pick up these coal cars. Oops. Can y'all still see them? Okay. Okay. In order to do that, we don't have no couplers back here, so we'll just take this one. Now we gotta flip this switch. This switch. Oops. Yeah, flip that switch. Oh man, don't get a malfunction coupler this time, boy. Okay. And we're gonna drop this caboose, hopefully. Yes. All right. Now we gotta switch this switch back. And we gotta switch this switch back. Let's see if we can haul some. Yes, that big old steam engine will haul every one of them cars. That's amazing. That's 1940s technology for you there, man. Check out that monster train coming by you. I do believe it could do a few more cars, but we don't want to do that yet. We're going to get you guys up here. Next thing you know, we're going to fill up the cars, the coal cars, at this station up here. But first, I got to move you guys up so I can get the coal. All right, so. So, see if wait a minute. Oh, daggone! I unplugged you guys. Gotta plug you guys back in before this train comes around and derails on the bridge. Okay, so things seems okay. All right, you know what? We're gonna open up a bag of Mount Elko. All right, so I don't have an engine, but normally there'd be a short line engine here. It would do this, so I'm gonna do it by hand to simulate. So steam engine, we'll pull it around so that you guys can see what's gonna happen. Normally I'd have a short line engine come in and pick this up. These cars come back to here. And if I have more than three, some of them would sit here. So we're gonna fill them up. And I don't have a couple of how much do I got left? Yeah. Man. Definitely the coupler back here. Oh, come on, man. Oh, I see. Got you stuck. There it goes. All right, now you're there. You go, my friend. All right, got all the coal from the simple short line engine. We'll bring it back out to the line. Put our loads onto the main line over here. All right, Mr. Boxcar. And then we would back up and connect back in. Now, if y'all been watching my videos for a while, you see me restore that coal station. And that's why I restored it. All right, Mr. Big old Hudson, you just pull it right on out there, man. Didn't even wheel slip. Ooh, a little bit of wheel slip. We'll run this around a couple times. Simulated journey to another city. Let's add some smoke fluid to this thing. What do y'all think? I'll give y'all a big view here in a second. Okay, we'll add smoke fluid, and then we'll bring you guys around to the other side so you can see the other part of the journey we're getting ready to go on. Right. Yeah. All right. So we got the coal car. Next, we're going to take the cars back and drop them off. Let's see what can get y'all a really good shot. How about like that? Oh yeah, that's a good shot. Thanks for all the thumbs up, y'all. Okay, next we're going to bring the coal cars back to the yard. So let me get on the inside and the portable bridge. I like the lifting bridge here. Just got to make sure it's lined up. Man, I need some pins to keep it in line. Whoever would have thought that old Hudson could pull that many cars? How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and a caboose. 21 cars and a caboose. Now, while that's running, I'm going to bring this thing out on a line. So, accessory 11, auxiliary 2. Let's go back to transformer 1 and get it sped up a little bit. Shouldn't slow down that much. Ooh, look at all that smoke. Ah, that thing hadn't smoked since I was a kid. All right, so now we got to do transformer number 2, and this thing's lit up. So now we're going to bring him out and position him on the track because he's a lot better than this little black one that's running. Pick up our caboose. We'll run him around a little bit, get him warmed up. Now he's going to pick up the coal cars from number 1 over here, the steam engine. I got a fan on just in case all that smoke gets down here. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna get the GP9. That's a GP9 right there, I think. So since they're my favorite, one of my favorites as a kid. We're gonna drop his caboose, and we're gonna park it right here. Now, when this other train comes back, we're gonna break off these. I should have put a magnet switch over here, man, for uncoupling cars. We're gonna pull out these coal cars and put them back over here and unload them on the unloading coal ramp. Make sure I get this thing in. I just pulled that switch out a little bit, didn't I? All right, there it goes. Okay, so now flip that switch. And put that Hudson. The whistle still works. 2 blows for backwards, I think. If I remember right from when I was a kid. I could be wrong. And south and forward. I love them automatic uncoupling thing. And we go back and pick up our cargo and head off to another city. Got blow the whistle. All right. So now, come on. Get this thing rolling on its own and back up that GP9 here in a second. Okay, GP9 is activated, started, and I don't have a horn for it, I'd blow it. Get this one backed up here. We'll run it around a little bit with that load on there. Yeah, so we transferred the coal to another short line over here. That's the inside the short line, I guess. I don't know. From the main line to the inside line. And we're getting ready to take it to the coal ramp. Let's give it about 5 rounds here. My little searchlight cars over there beating out, man. All right, here we go. Come on, one more round. Then you're going to the coal ramp. Oh, shit. This thing needs some kind of shoulder strap so you can hold it and operate buttons. All right, so we got to drop the caboose. I bet in real life you don't leave a caboose on the main line, but you know. Okay. Same kind of problem the Menards cars. Couplers spark for some reason on these. Well, I hope I didn't blow a fuse. Let's go back over here and see what's going on. Yeah, I think I blew a fuse. Dang it. All right, we have to stop and explore this situation. My transformer still got green lights. Hope it didn't blow up. Let's see, accessory 11, auxiliary 2, transformer 2. Ah, bummer. Folks, I think I, yeah, for some reason the Menards cars and these switches I have don't like each other. Let's see. Turn everything off. Make sure We didn't mess up. Okay, now we're back online. TR2. Okay, good. That's automatic there, computering there that saved us with an automatic relay cut circuit there. Cut that circuit off. All right, so let's get transform. Let's get number one rolling again. Now these are all conventional. There's no electronics in them. So I'm using the old TMCC in conventional mode with blocking. Two separate blocks of electricity running two separate engines. Because one day I'll have enough money, I'll upgrade them to TMCC. So okay, now we got the coal train over here. It's time to run the coal thing after we get this big one going here a little faster. Make sure it makes it all the way around by itself. I shouldn't lean on that bridge. Knock the trains off. Okay. So that seems to be going okay. Let's get number two up here. We're going to slowly back up the train. We're going to uncouple. Oh, daggone it. Let's do that again, folks. Well, if you ain't used to that, you can really. All right, let's do this again. We back it up. And we get it to the coal station. And we got to hit release. Okay, so now we got to do this again. And we get it. All right. Let me uncouple. Okay, so this is how this thing's really supposed to work. Let's make sure we stop the train this time. All right. So now we unload the coal. Now we flip the switch and we hit release. And it should roll on its own to that track right there. Flip the switch and do it again. There it goes. Oops. Hit it too hard there. All right. Stop this one. Flip the switch. Unload. And hit release. Well, I got to oil this one. Let's do that right now. What do y'all think, man? That was a bummer run. Let's try that whole thing again there. And hit release. There you go. Let's try that again one more time there, buddy. And we hit release. Now that's the way it's supposed to. Okay, so one more time. Here we go. Oops. Oh. Couple. Oh, come on. Which one hit you there? I'm still not used to this system here. Here we go. And we unload it. And we release it. So this one here, it's going to need some oil too. Oops, had a little cold left. Get some oil on these things here. Roll that around a little bit. All right. So we finally made our first round from the tipple to the coal station. And of course, these cars would be picked up by the short line and transferred around over there. Yeah, pretty cool, man. Hey, Roger. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to tear it all down, man. But Mom's in a nursing home now. I'm going to have to take it all out of here to get y'all a better shot over here of the hole. I'm doing all right, man. Mom's in a nursing home, and this is our last run of this layout, and I got to take it all down. Of course, I knew she was eventually going there, so this is all 2x8 tables that just all come apart real easy. They're not screwed together or nothing. So we're running for the last round, man. Turning up the smoke on the steam engine. Whoa! If I don't destroy it all myself. I forgot that this one was on. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this GP9 on back on out. And right about here. These are my pusher cars. So we're going to pull these flat cars around here for a little bit. Now I kind of doubt this will come out of here without sparking everything. We might have to push this out by hand, but we'll try to give it the old GP9 test. And like I said earlier, these Menards cars spark for some reason on the like that. So what we'll do is we'll pull this GP9 out on the main line. Then we'll pull these cars out by hand because, uh, like I said, the Menards cars do not work on these switches for some reason. And these are the Gargraves, and I haven't checked to see if there's a way to undo it or fix it. I could upgrade all the couplers to Lionel. That'd be expensive. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to take this down, man. These things are a lot of fun. Okay, so how do we get that caboose on the back? I know what we got to do. And we'll just pretend that couplers on both ends and reverse it around here. Woohoo! All right. Oh, it took a lot of electricity away from the number one transformer, didn't it? No, I can't hear you, Roger. This is we're streaming one way. I can read. Yeah, I wish it was a two-way chat. All I can do is read. Yeah, these are old Lionel trains. I like them too. Yeah, you can friend me. Join to subscribe, and and I can try to get you on maybe Discord or something after I get done doing this today. But this was my mom's house, and I was taking care of her, and she just went in a nursing home last week, and I got to take all this down here. Someday I hope to get another building where I can put it all up. Oh, I just seen these trucks aren't doing so well. I should do a Discord show where I can hear people. I mean, I don't. I've never didn't think you could hear people on YouTube. Yeah, I like the old Lionel, man, and I love this TMCC in conventional mode. I think Lionel should have stayed with that, or at least kept it going, because TMCC in conventional mode is a blast. And if I had this when I was a kid, woo, I'd be a nut. Cool. What's up, Luke? My real name is Glenn Miller. I use Cosmic Haystack because when people try to look up Glenn Miller, they get the other old guy, the old musician. Elijah, Elijah Gaming. Is that how you pronounce it? I can't see very well with these tiny texts. Yeah, it's the last run of the big old Lionel trains, man. Tomorrow I got to start unconnecting all this. Well, I might say the wiring for last and kind of like run a train, put them in a box, run different train. Make sure they all get a little run time as I put them in a box. I got most of the original boxes. Where is that? Where is my train? I'm in Louisville. Louisville, Kentucky is where I'm at. But I'll be homeless here in, I don't know, 30 days or so. I gotta find a new place to live, and I hope I can find a good storage, climate control to put the trains in until I get set up at a new place. Thanks for all the likes, y'all. Old HO. I used to have a lot of HO and some old HO. I even had some Lionel HO, but when my mom first got sick about 4 years ago, I sold all that off because it wasn't set up to help my mom, and this is what I got left. But I like HO, but this was the only thing left out of all the stuff I had as a kid. So I bought this track, you see, and I've been working on restoring all this stuff. Everything you see's kind of been broken or fixed or was mine as a child. And I inherited some of the steam. One of the steam trains you see over here, I inherited those two, the Crescent Limited and the Berkshire, with the aluminum passenger cars. All these work cars over here I got from eBay that were broken, and I would buy a couple broken ones and put a good one together with bulldozers and stuff. The lighted car was mine from a kid, but the work cars here got off of eBay real cheap because they're no boxes and were used. This thing right here I restored. It was $12. I had to borrow $12 from a friend of mine to get that, and he and I reset, painted it, took it apart, got it working. The bridges are mine from a kid. As a kid, that's all mine. That building's mine. The coal tipple y'all saw over here was mine. And earlier on Facebook, it was all destroyed when I first pulled it out of a box years ago. And I made a Facebook article on how I fixed it. Um, the green station and the rotary beacons mine. The crossings were mine as a kid. Those little lamps down there were mine as a kid. All the signals I got off of eBay over the years, like whenever I had an extra $20. That big old ZW transformer down there, uh, somebody that knew I was taking care of my mom and I like trains found it in a storage shed, and it would blow the fuse every time they plugged it in, like to the wall fuse would blow for the house. So they gave it to me, and when I took it apart, I fixed it. It had some braided wire, cloth wire. It was shortened on the bottom of the transformer, and replaced all that, and it works great, man. Some of them are. These are cheap. These are these are the non-collectible ones. Like each one of these box cars you see here, you can get them from $5 to $20. Yeah, it's getting ready to fall off here. I better stop it this round. That's the only thing about those semi trailers. They never stay on there straight. I thought about doing some Velcro, man. I got some Velcro, but they never do stay on there, man. And the same with those crane and work cars. I'm gonna put some kind of Velcro on there. Thanks, Sheldon, dude. Well, I wouldn't have seen that if you wouldn't have said that. That it took out a whole town down there. I wish these were pricey, man. I'd sell them. Like I said, that thing over there, that coal ramp was $12, man. Yeah, kind of. I think they're $100 for that one right there. It's a Hudson, maybe 150. But that's not pricey as the new Lionel Hudson is like $2,000, man. The new ones are $1,000. So compared to those, nah. Now, if you get a collector's Hudson like that with the right number on it, which this one is not, they go up to 1,000, $2,000. But that one right there is about $100 to $200 model right now, as is. Yeah, only the only the ones with the right numbers and the more detail, old ones are worth something. But if you're wanting to get into the hobby and real cheap, do what I do. But this is all these box cars are called 027, so they're not scale, so people don't really buy them. But they're cool to me, you know. I don't care if they're not scale. I think this GP9 on the eBay is probably about $110 for a used one like that. But the new GP9 that you buy with all that stuff on it that they sell from Lionel is about $1,000, man. It's ridiculous. I can't afford none of that new stuff. I wouldn't want it anyway, man. I have so much fun with this stuff. I wish I could set this up again in my future, man. If I don't end up completely homeless, I'm gonna try to set this same thing back up. I like it. I like O gauge. It's big. I can't see, so It helps with my eyesight. I'm old. I like HO as far as the detail, but this old O stuff is so cheap to get into. You know, if you don't mind it being not scale and all that, you know. That old black switcher down there that I was using where my antenna's pointing by the engine house. I think that one was given to my dad, and I got it running. It was a freebie. Sheldon, bite me, Sheldon. Yes, he is. I'm ancient, man. I'm so old. I had pet dinosaurs, man. I just realized I got trains going in opposite directions. I haven't done that before. Yeah, I like doing the old coal operation. If I had more time to have build this layout, I would I would I would have a whole train of coal cars for that. I would have like 10 of those self-dumping coal cars, and then for that thing right there, I would have a hole in the table so the coal would fall through. You could just keep unloading, and one of those Menards power stations right beside it, so it looks like you're feeding a coal station. Let's get the number one smoking here again. Might as well use up as much of this smoked food as I can. Daggone, I thought my mom would last longer, man, but I'll tell you the cool thing is my mom liked coming down here and watching training before she got too much dementia. Even with the dementia, she still thought it was nice looking, but she didn't quite understand anymore what they were because she had helped me get these when I was a kid, you know. Let's see. Well, that GP9 will creep right along. Smoke, look at all that smoke. Ooh. I just got those fixed, man. It only costs about $6 to get those smoke units fixed. That's called a Southern. Your mom called you yesterday, Sheldon? That's pretty cool, man. I'll run that green one here in a second, man. I just don't have them, the track hooked up. I have to actually physically hand help push it over. Okay, give me about 2 or 3 minutes here, and I'll go down there and move it over. I got to park that Illinois Central, though. Woohoo! Gotta get in here now. Gotta get in now, in there. Okay, so we're gonna park this Illinois Central. First, we got to pull the engine ahead. And I'm going to hand push these in here because of that the Bernard's car just ain't going to make it over them switches. I wish I could figure out what it was about the Menards cars that don't like these switches, but they short out every time you try to use them like that. All right, so okay, so that one's off. Yeah, let's run around the old Crescent Limited. This was a Christmas present to my father one year, and when he passed away, he left it to me. One of my favorite ones, man. I think it was the only trains we had new at the time uh, that we had bought the whole set. Like we never, I don't think we ever bought a set. It was a new train. This one does have a gear problem. It takes a little bit to get going. One day, if I had time, I was gonna fix it up. I seen an issue on the internet where you can put real bearings in them and stuff, and makes it this engine, same engine, run a lot better. This one had a 1970s steam or Sound of Steam, I think it was called. And I had just got all this repaired about a month ago. Let's see if it works. Yep. It'll take a second to warm up, and the gears will be fine. Oh, I forgot to switch this switch, don't you know? Don't you know? I got to switch this switch, don't you know? Didn't like that at all. Man, spent so much time running it, building it, I haven't got used to running it. Come on, Steve, get me through here before he comes around that corner. Yeah, that was called the Crescent Limited, man. I'm glad she's still on her own, man. Taking care of your mom, it destroyed me, man. I wish I could keep it, Roger. I tell you what, buddy, I've had a blast with this thing, and I just started it. It's not that old. Get it back over and see the whole thing, nothing but the thing. Oh, what happened? We have a problem. Yeah. All right. Besides the one I'm creating. How did that happen? What happened here? This came off on its own. It's never done that before. There's something's here hidden here. What's hidden here? Oh, I see. Shoot. Okay. So now we got it fixed. We had a little switch malfunction, and these are all manual switches. So let's see if we can get this thing going here. Get me out of here. I should really like that bridge. All right, so let's get the one backed up. I'm not sure why, but we're getting a. All right, we might have to reset the system here because that engine isn't moving. Let's try that. So the caboose is lit. Yeah, that's what it was. Sometimes when it sparks, it has to reset the whole system. Yeah, man. Yeah, before we had to take my mom to the nursing home a couple weeks ago, I was thinking about this can all be hooked up to Wi-Fi, and you can put a camera on the engines, and I was going to let people drive them from their house, man. And you can see it like this view that you're seeing now, or you could also see an engine view. I don't have any cameras on my engines right now, but that was going to be the goal. Yeah, I think the green one's my favorite as far as passenger trains. I don't know. I like them all, man. I can't deny 'em, man. I like every one of these things. I like the fact that they were all broken and I brought them back to life. Got all the little parts and pieces. They still are still out there everywhere. Yeah, that's what all this stuff is. Is that eBay type? Uh, I think this is called post-war conventional trains where they don't run off the electronics. The this run all run off of TMCC and conventional mode. So they have not been modified the way they ran back in 1950. But it's also the transformer is controlled by this. So the transformer is controlled by radio control, but the engines are still running just like they did in 1950. Now you can see that green one's smoking a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it is. It's supposed to smoke better than that, but the original design prevents it from getting any more air to it. and I haven't yet took time to see if I can modify it. I've heard some people drill a bigger hole in the smoke pump and other things like that. You can also put one in like this hutch and see how it's smoking. I could actually replace it with that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I had dreams of one day of finding an old abandoned Walmart or a Kmart and sticking like the world's biggest train layout in it, man. That'd be cool. I forgot to put the donation link in there, man. I have a donation link at some of my other videos. Man, I wish I could have put that on the description, but I didn't. I did replace all the smoking unit in that Southern Crescent Limited, but it's all original. I didn't modify it yet, but it is replaced. Man, I had relays. I've seen real ones. When I was a kid, my parents took me out west to the Black Hills, South Dakota, and I got to ride the steam engine that they had out there. It's refurbished and everything. And I think that's about the only one actual real steam locomotive ridden. But it went from two towns, a 10-mile trip, and it was pretty cool. I go to the railroad museum sometimes and look at them. They got a couple of them down there, but they're not running. I think they got one that runs, but I haven't rode on it. Take y'all down the other end for a little bit, man. Which one? The green one? The green one is 9702, I think. I like this in myself because you get to see the signals working down here. Oh, come on, little guy. Woo! And it's fun. I wish it was a model railroad. They had time to set it up, man. Those little things on the bottom right there, those are relays. They run these light systems. You'll notice these lights right here work, and these relays run all that. They run these signals over here too. Far down these guys can go. We got some action shots, man. Dun, dun, dun. I don't doubt it at all. I like old gauge trains, man. Yep, yep, take a shot for the old train station. Can I try out trains drive too? I don't know what that means, man. Oh, just put it in my head. That was my mic right off my head. Oh yeah, yeah. I see that train simulator. I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen it. It look like from the rear. Man. See, my original design, I was gonna come off of that switch right there and go over to the train passenger station. Oh yeah, I've seen trains. I watch the videos on YouTube. It's even got the big boy and other stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this setup, man. Most fun I've had since I was a teenager, man. Yeah, if I could stay here, I'd build an empire, man. Pennsylvania Railroad T1. I think they're remaking a T1 in real life, like they're putting it together and rebuilding a brand new one. It's some kind of hobby thing I've seen on not hobby, but railroad museum thing on YouTube. And that over there is a Berkshire. Right there, that's a Berkshire. That's an old 1950s one. I'd like to see it, man. I'd like to see one run. Now that Berkshire was given to my dad a long time ago, along with these passenger cars. They were restored. They were in bad shape. My dad restored them actually way back a long time ago. He passed away in 2014, and I inherited the cars. But this Berkshire hasn't been worked on. It's all original, and I put that tender on there because the three-wheel tender we got, which is over there, has a little bit of problem. They got to fix, shorts out a little bit. But that Berkshire works pretty good. I don't know if I cleaned. Nope, I didn't fix the chimney or smokestack yet. See what we look like it. I do too, Roger. I do too, man. I think everybody does. Yeah, my original goal, I was just going to keep adding these till I got a long enough pasture thing for a whole train to pull up. See how long that pasture train is right there? I was going to eventually put those little pasture platforms all the way up to the length of that. Every time I find one broken with lights bad or something, I buy it off the internet, $5, $10. They're not the scale, but I'm not a scale guy, man. I wish I could afford the scale stuff, but I can't. I'll never be able to afford that $1,000 training engine stuff. Who has that kind of money? As a kid, man, I couldn't imagine mowing grass to try to make $1,000. That's how I got a lot of these trains was mowing grass, cutting yards. Get one more light over there. Make it midnight. Let's make it midnight, boys. One of them does. Let's see if we get that number one to work. The green one don't, but the black one does. Oh no, make sure it's clean. We got moderators in the room. I wonder why that one crossing's a little weak over there. What's up with you, buddy? Oh, I see you got a wire touching on you. Ooh, you're hot. I'm gonna disconnect you for a bit. The stiff wire was hitting it so much it got it too hot. I don't know. Because he's the devil, maybe. Ooh, I can smell somebody cooking some steaks somewhere. Ah, it has no legs to pull. This is good. That's a good joke, man. Oh, where's my remote control? There's some. Run! Run! Got my truck full of stuff here. Gotta unload it right there. We got your moonshine. I'm gonna hate to box these things up, man. I'll start tomorrow. Put them in boxes. Ah, important thing. My mom is in a nursing home. That's the most important thing. We had the hardest time finding a place that would take her. Yeah, Roger. I got to box all this up starting tomorrow. What time is it? Sure has been fun though, man. Say, but I just got all that cold stuff working too, man. I was gonna give you about three more of them coal cars and do the old coal train every now and then. Ah, number one, thank you. Yeah, someday I'll get it. I'm gonna get all these set up again someday. I think I'm gonna cook a hamburger tonight, man. Grilling out a hamburger. Spaghetti sounds good. I'd have to go get some kind of garlic bread or some crackers. I'm trying to make that horn. There it goes. Dude, I get my mic right next to it. You gotta love the '50s, man. Them guys, they knew what they were doing. I think I'll make spaghetti tonight. Actually, that sounds pretty good. Wonder if you can freeze cheese. I got a bunch of extra cheese that I need to freeze. Yeah, I'm gonna run down to dollar store and get me some garlic bread and make some spaghetti. I'll do another 15 minutes of trains. Not sure I'm gonna miss these guys, man. I might do a live stream tomorrow while I run some trains and put them in boxes. Like I'll run a set, put those in boxes, run a set, put them in boxes, so it's all boxed up, man. Tomorrow night, that is. Tomorrow in the daytime, I got to take the rest of the garbage out of here, take 2 truckloads of stuff to the Goodwill, and then I got to start listing anything that's on can be sold on eBay. But there's not much left. They didn't possess anything like jewelry. Was all just costume jewelry. Uh, yeah, if I had some garlic, I would. Hey, that's fun. It's so much fun, y'all. Wish I could do this every night. Snow? Oh crap! I hope that's not coming our way. He's lukewarm. Ain't snowing where he's at. I think it's 50. '30. Man, I just built the watering system. I have to keep the pump on all night. Yeah. Good riding little train that's rolling around the bend to the junction. Had to go junction. Forget about your friends. It's time to relax at the junction. Lots of girls, you bet. Even more when you get to the junction. There you go, junction. Down, 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 down. Petticoat Junction. Oh yeah. What was that guy's name? It was all his kids that lived there. Uncle Joe. Or no, it was his sister's kids. Let y'all hear some of the sound. I like that sound. Sweet better. I think they did. I think they did a theme to Bonnie and Clyde. They did the whole background track to the 1974 Bonnie and Clyde movie. Uh, Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs also did Beverly Hillbillies, but they wrote it, but I don't think they performed the one you hear on the intro. Uh, Slow you down so people can see what's on you as we go by. Virginia Boxcar, Swift Premium, Black Label, Rutland, Louisville and Nashville cattle car, a Monon Northwestern, Michigan PhD, I don't know what that means, CP Rail, Illinois Central. Later, man, L&M Boxcar, Southern Boxcar. I don't know what that is. Lackawanna is what that was. Penn Central, Northern Pacific, Louisville, Nashville. I wish I had some. They actually make a hobo car where you hear a little harmonica playing while a guy goes by. Man, I'd love to have a house like this so I can put a train layout like this in it. Might have to buy me a barn just to stick the trains in it. Yeah, I watch Hobo Shoestring. He's pretty cool, man. He knows a lot about trains too. He's not just a hobo. He's smart about what all the parts and pieces are and everything. What they do, how where they go. That's pretty cool. The technology you can be a streaming hobo. Put all your stuff on YouTube. He camped out at this one place that's up in Kentucky. It's really cool. It had like an old hotel that's still there and a track across the river. Oh, what happened to number one here? Oh, number one's having a malfunction. Oh no. Oh, poor guy. I don't think he's gonna make it another round. We'll have to switch him out for the Berkshire if he makes it. Bring you into the station. Nope, she's not gonna make it. I don't know what happened to the old Berkshire. I mean, the old this head running too much, isn't it? Don't worry, buddy. We're gonna replace you real quick. Let you take a break. You deserve a break. You've been a good engine. I think it's what's called an E unit inside there. Needs another E unit. Let's see if the old Berkshire works. Probably don't work either right now. Now this is a freight engine. It has smaller wheels, so it gets more torque, less speed. Whereas your Hudson is a passenger type engine. It gets a lot of speed because of the big wheels, but low torque. I mean high torque. I got that. Might have that backwards. Let's see if this might be my train transformer doing this. Nope. Just in case. We'll give you a flush here. No, poor guy he ain't making it either, is he? What in the heck? I have no idea what's it is. Caboose light's staying on pretty good. So what we'll do here, obviously you guys, your steam engines need a little bit of maintenance. So we're just gonna take you guys offline. See if that is done. It might be in this let me see if that's what that was. It might be that tender is shorting out the engine, but I kind of doubt it. I know that shorts it out for sure. Okay, so Nope, it is the engine, so it's not the tender. So once 2 steam engines down, that's okay. We got this big guy. We're gonna put you on. You deserve a good running before we put everything away. And we're gonna put your B unit on. Now, as a kid, I got these for Christmas one year. The first brand new engines I ever had. You know what? That is not the train engines. That has something to do with this transformer down here, isn't it? And this one here is kind of having problems. So let's look at all the track. Make sure nothing's sticking. Okay. Just to make sure my head's not going crazy, we're going to put that one. Yeah, boy, gotta do some maintenance. Hi, Roger. All right, time to bring them into the station. I gotta go cook some spaghetti, man. I wish I could do this all day on Sundays. Plug in the old Crescent Limited to the passenger station there. One more round for the Illinois Central. See, I parked them away from the wall because the wall's cold. So I parked them over here on this side. Oops. Oh, I was turning it down. So I'll park it away from the wall. All right. Yeah, man, I greatly appreciate y'all coming out. I'll talk to y'all while I shut everything down here. One thing I always like to do is I like to take this, if you have Lionel trains and you have one of these rotary beacons, take that off every time I shut it down so the little things don't get worn down on there. So let's close this down. If I wasn't hungry, I'd stay here all night, man. I gotta go cook. I'm gonna make some spaghetti. Don't you know? Close up all these windows. Yeah, you guys, man, this has been a blast, man. I wish I could just do this all the time. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and we will be doing more streams in the future. Gotta shut down this other fan. I got the fans on down here. Lionel trains, they smoke. So yeah, y'all want to sign up, subscribe. I do lots of steam bidding. We'll be doing steam bidding tomorrow. That's gonna be a cool thing. So everything is locked up here. Put this door closed, and we'll be working right through till when we sell the house. So hey, man, I greatly appreciate everybody coming down, hanging out with me today. Thanks, Sheldon, for being here. If you want, you can upload another set of songs on the internet. I gotta pack up all this stuff over here. Selling some stuff on eBay, so I might have some money here pretty soon. I can send. I don't know what's gonna sell. Haven't had any bids on this stuff yet. Man, I like watching these trains. I wish I could just do this all the time. Yeah. Do another set, whatever song is next in alphabetical order, whichever one's next. I'm gonna make some spaghetti. I'm glad you said that, dude. I was trying to figure out what I wanted. All right, man. So I'm gonna stop the stream now, and I appreciate y'all coming up, and thanks for hanging out. And I'll be on Discord later if you want to talk to me, Sheldon. I'll be hanging out there. So we'll see y'all later.